everybody, and welcome to your channeled messages from Spirit. It's lovely to have you here with us today. You're very, very welcome indeed. As you know, these are messages that comes through from the Spirit realm, and I'm just simply the messenger. I have no influence over any of the readings. I have no idea what the readings are going to be about. It's all up to Spirit. It's up to our messages are in their hands. Let's put it that way. However, we do know how we like to start. So if you are returning to our channel, thank you so much for your support. It's very much appreciated. If you are new, wow, welcome, welcome. And I certainly hope that we have no trouble today with our mic. We've had a little bit of trouble with the microphone, which has been a bit of a nuisance, really, because I don't really know what causes it, but it's causing a little bit of muffle occasionally. So I hope that doesn't happen today. Now, we like to start off when it comes to our readings with a message about what is it that we need to let go. Now, these videos are for me as well, because these are not for just any particular star sign or anything like that. These are for you who are now sitting watching. Our belief system is that we make the videos, we put them out there, and whoever is drawn to them will open them, watch them, and our belief system is they will benefit in some way from the messages that Spirit has put out there. And so but as far as the letting go, we've got two very bright, beautiful cards here. So the goal of letting go is the elimination of the very source of all suffering and pain. The goal of letting go is the elimination of the very source of all suffering and pain. All negative feelings stem from the same source. When enough negative feelings have been relinquished, that source reveals itself. When that source itself is let go of and disidentified with, the ego dissolves. The source of suffering, therefore, loses the very basis of its power. So the letting go of any source of suffering and pain is not always easy. It's not just something that we can just go, oh, is it? It's not easy. It can be quite difficult at times. Yet, as Spirit is saying, when we do relinquish these things, when we do let them go, the energy itself loses all its power and the very basis of its power that is affecting us. So that's a very interesting letting go message, isn't it? They've given us another one. If we get stuck in a feeling, it is useful to look at the question of what we think we have accomplished by hanging on to it. If we get stuck in a feeling, it is useful to look at the question of what we think we have accomplished by hanging on to it. How good has it been? What's the point? What good has it done? Because it hasn't done any good, has it? We will always find that we have a fantasy that it will leave some effect on some other person and change their behaviour or attitude towards us. If we let go of that, we become willing to surrender the feeling itself. So isn't that interesting? Yeah. So we will almost always find that we have a fantasy. It is a fantasy that it will have some effect on some other person and change their behaviour towards us, their attitude towards us. If we let go of that, we become willing to surrender the feeling itself. So what we're saying here is what Spirit is saying here is that we can't change somebody else's the way somebody else feels or the way somebody else treats us. We can't really change them. We have to, only they can do that. What we have to do is release ourselves from the effect they have on us by detachment. That's one thing. And the other thing is believing in the power of our mind and believing that nobody can make us think anything that we don't want to think or believe. Our mind is our belief system in ourselves, in everything. How we think, what we believe in, is what we become and what we can accomplish and what we can also get rid of as well, especially if it's somebody else treating us wrong. Because we can still be saying, well, to ourselves, we can say, well, that's just their opinion. But I know that I'm this, even though they can't see it in me, I know it's in me. You know what I mean? So very interested in letting go of messages. They're a little bit deeper. That's the way life is, isn't it? Okay, so we always like to ask Spirit to open the message with one card from this deck. This is my private deck. This is the deck that I shuffle every morning and ask my guide for a message. And nobody's ever touched this deck but me, and it's getting very old. I can't part with it. I can't part with it. And it's a little bit ratty looking, but look, it's my deck. You know, it's our deck, mine and my guide's deck. Oh my goodness, they look what they've given us to start. This is our message, the beginning of our message, everyone, for today, me included. The star is all about happy times. This is uh, this is what is coming. Um, this is what is going to be accomplished, what is already being accomplished. Um, this is what Spirit is asking us to hang on to as a belief system. That happy times, positive times, optimistic times, long-term plans, positive long-term plans, all the things, all the great things, the positives that are going on up here and in our heart, they want us to believe that we are on the right path because we are. They're saying you are on the right path. Some of us have had our doubts. Some of us have questioned whether we're on the right path. Am I doing this? Should I be doing this? Is this really, this if this isn't going the way I'd hoped, or and Spirit is saying, no, none of that, none of that. Your plans that you've put into place are fruitful. They're planted in in fruitful soil. In fertile soil, I beg your pardon, sorry, in fertile soil. Everything that we're sowing now, everything that we've been sowing, even if it is a little bit slow, even if there's been a bit of stagnation, Spirit is saying these are positive, long-term plans. You must stay on the right path because you're on the right path. So this is a very powerful message of belief within ourselves and the decisions and choices that we have been making, be it a job, be it a relationship, be it a move, a buying of home. Sorry, I've got a itchy nose. We've got I suffer with sinuses occasionally. We've got a lot of wind and dust. So I'm very sorry about that. So I'll come back. Sorry, I'll lock myself there, but by going off the path myself. So this is an optimistic long-term plans. Make positive plans. You're on the right path. You're sowing the right seeds. If you're about to sow the seeds, they are going to be fertile soil. You're sowing in fertile soil. I'm also being told to say you are building a foundation. And also for some of you, it's time to build a foundation. Now's the time to start. I really get this powerful message of the timing on this. Some of us have started things, but I still feel that what I'm feeling is there's a turning now. There's a turning point. We might even get we might even get the Wheel of Fortune come out. It's very possible. We might get the World card because I feel that there's something turning. I'm seeing this. I am seeing a circle. Uh, I'm seeing something like the world where it's on the precipice. The whole idea of what we've been working at, what we've been focusing on, what we've been trying to achieve, it's about to come into fruition. It's about to um, show itself, or it's about to reveal itself, reveal the positives in it. Let's put it that way. Now, I'll just go and have a look and see things. My doorbell just it's my husband who answered it. So this is asking spirit now for what is it now? What else would you like to add to this story? What else would you like to add to this story? Whoopee. I got a few cards that gone around the wrong way, so I'm just going to put that one back last because I prefer them to come out. Okay, that's what I prefer. Okie dokie. Okay, anything else you'd like to add? Anything else you'd like to give us? Or is that it? Anything else from this? Else to be given us? Okay, dokie. Let's have a little look though and see what it is that what else the universe wants to open us up to. So the first card that is now sitting next to the star, right, is our King of Swords. And the King of Swords is all about us putting our ideas out there. This is about focusing on our ideas, staying true to our belief systems. This is knowing that you're strong enough to do this, you're strong enough to see this through, is what they're saying. So, what my guide is saying is that it's how he's referring to the sword, and he's saying we want to use the sword for our mind. So we want to be strong, we want to be positive, but we don't want to use the sword as an action. He's saying we want to be different in how we act in around others when it comes to this situation that you're in today, right now in your life, in our life with other people, with our family, we want what he's suggesting is that we stay focused, we keep our mind sharp as a sword, but our actions need to be softer. We put the sword down. So our actions need to be a little bit different. This is all about wonderful ideas. It's about a powerful individual who knows exactly what he wants, and this is what we're being asked to do. This is what we are. This is our capabilities. We are all capable of being a king of swords. We can be any one of these wonderful court cards. It's just a matter of believing in ourselves and knowing that all of us, have the qualities of every part of the royal family in the tarot deck. We all have the certain qualities. We're not just one. None of us are just one individual. I'm a water sign. I'm a queen of cups. They refer to me as a queen of cups because I'm a water sign. But I have a lot of wands in me, and I've definitely got some Queen of Swords in me too, and I'm very much Queen of Pentacles. I have all qualities of the queens, and I also have some qualities of the kings. And so these qualities that are here, this strength, this powerful individual that knows what he wants and achieves things and is really good at handling situations and good around people, can handle people properly in a good way, but in a fair, just way, are qualities that we all possess. And it's been brought to our attention that these qualities exist in us, and that maybe we need to draw on them, draw on those qualities. Many of us are on a journey. Many of us have accomplished lots of things. We've accomplished many things in our lives. And I also see this as a crossroads. I'm seeing this in my mindset as a crossroads. It's like, well, now I feel like now um, I'm ready to go a little bit further. Now I'm ready to try something new. Now I'm ready to add something extra. So this is, many of you may have been mulling over the idea of adding something different into your life, adding something in your business, adding something into your relationship. Maybe some of you are thinking of moving. Very possible you could be thinking of moving elsewhere. You might be moving overseas or interstate or whatever. And in some cases, not all, but uh, some of you may be moving away from a relationship. It is possible some of you watching today are doing that too. But the Two of Wands is sitting underneath. It's fallen out under the star. And so this is about accomplishment. This is about, again, look at him. He's looking out. He's got the world in his hand. He's concentrating. He's thinking about how he can improve things, how he can achieve things. It's a very beautiful message. And the star is saying to him, put these ideas into play. Make positive, optimistic, be optimistic about your plans here because you're on the right path. And so we're being told we are on the right path when it comes to whatever it is we're trying to bring in, whatever this is that we're trying to grow or work on or whatever, we're on the right path. We just need to realise that, we mustn't allow any fear to get in the way. Sometimes we go through things like this. We go through a little bit of fear about things. And this couple here, they're a little bit afraid. Afraid about where they're going. They're not sure where they're heading. And yet, if only they could see those 5 pentacles, they're not even looking at them. And those 5 pentacles, that's actually hope. That's success. And so this is the mindset thing. This is where we have to believe that we are moving in the right direction. They are actually moving in the right direction. They're going into unknown territory. Maybe that's what they're a little bit scared about. They're worried about going into unknown territory. But if we don't go into unknown territory, if we don't make positive plans, if we don't believe in ourselves, how will we ever achieve those dreams and aspirations and success that we're hoping for? Because the opportunities are there. The opportunities are right there next to them. They're not looking, they can't see them. Sometimes we can't see the opportunities around us, unfortunately, until somebody else points them out. Until someone else points them out. We are never really trapped in life. We are trapped in the mind. And this message is all about when we do allow ourselves to doubt, when we allow ourselves to sometimes lose a little bit of faith in what we've been trying to put into play, what we've been trying to create. Sometimes when you're putting something new out there or you're building on something and it doesn't go quite as you'd hoped, we can sometimes get a little bit fearful. It throws us off. It throws us off course. And that is a mindset. But this here is a message about a temporary standstill that is going to lead to change. So for many of us, this card is coming out actually to show us something that we need to see. And I feel that what we need to see here is that we can be as free as a bird. We can be free as we choose. It's just our choice. So if you're in a position where somebody else is always making the decisions, somebody else is always making the rules, and you go along with it because they have a very strong personality, this could be saying to you, well, at the end of the day, you really can make up your own mind about what you want to do. You really can make up your own mind about which way you go. It's just a matter of choice, of saying to yourself, well, I, I, I I want to do that. Even if you don't, I do. So I'm going to do it anyway. That's the sort of, example that I want to put out there. The Four of Cups, there he is sitting there. We all know the Four of Cups. So there's an offer of some kind that's being made to him, and he's got his arms folded, and he's saying, nope, nope, not interested, not interested. Um, but what it's really about, it's about a decision as well. He's not rushing in to this decision. He's going to take his. Maybe we need to at this stage. Maybe we need to not to rush in on a decision at the moment around us, especially if we do have a little bit of fear around our finances, especially if things are a little bit sluggish at the moment. Just sit on things until you see a sign of better days ahead, because that's just around the corner. Because you've got the star, you're making, you're being asked, your spirit is asking you, put these plans in your mindset, make positive, optimistic, be optimistic plans for the long term, because you're on the right path. What we've given you, your thoughts, your feelings, what we're encouraging you with, they're correct because they've come from your guidance, and you're never going to be put on the wrong path by spirit, are you? Never in a million years. This is also about, I'm getting this. Oh, do I? I'm not sure if I want to. He's like that. I'm seeing a set of scales. He's like this, and maybe as some of us are at the moment. Maybe we need to weigh some things up. Maybe we need to weigh some things up, and not to accept second best. Weigh things up. If there's an offer on board for you, if there's an offer that's come up, and you're not happy with it, then don't accept it. This is a need to negotiate. You may need to negotiate too on your financial situation. Maybe they've offered you a raise and you said, oh, I don't think so. I don't put in too much work. So you negotiate. This can sometimes be an offer of love. It can sometimes be that too. So where, the spirit realm is has brought somebody into your life, and you've been going through a lot of stuff in the past. You've had some bad experiences in a relationship. You've had, you see the three cups. Excuse me. You've experienced happiness. You've experienced good emotional stuff, but it didn't end up too good. But now there's another chance, and you're still a little bit wobbly. Well, just take your time. You don't have to say no if there's some spark there, if there's something there that you really would like to investigate, but you're a little bit nervous, then just investigate it in a very easygoing way. Maybe you're in that situation. I'm going to ask Spirit for a couple of messages from our Divine Guidance deck. This really is a beautiful deck. We're getting very much used to it, and it gives that wonderful guidance to our followers. And so we ask now for those who are watching today, what is it that they need to hear when it comes to your divine guidance? What knowledge, encouragement, and spirit guidance would you like to give them through this deck, please? There's one, and always gives more than one. Always gives more than one. Thank you for that one. So I'd like to ask, please, for some more guidance for all of those watching today. What else would you like to say to them? To me too. because I'm also going to benefit from this message. That's 3. Is that enough? Is that all you want to give us? Or let's have a look. Just can't help but feel there could be one more. Is there another one? Or I'll just do 2 more shuffles, but if they want to throw anything else out, they will. Let's see. I'm not sure about that one. I'm just going to try again. I'm not sure if I was meant to take it or not. Is that enough? Okay, thank you. We appreciate that. Do you allow everything and everyone to be more important than you? Ooh, practice putting yourself first in your life, everyone, and see the difference it can make. Learn to say yes to your own needs. I can really resonate with this because I tend to be somebody who puts things that I need a little bit on hold at times. We recently we went down to we recently my husband and I went away for a few days and we were going through this shopping centre and he said, "Oh, why don't you have a pedicure?" There was just a little shop there. And I said, "Oh," he said, go and get yourself a pedicure. You haven't had one for ages. I'll go and walk around the shops for an hour, come back. I said, "Oh." And I stood there and I thought, "You know what? I haven't had a pedicure for ages. I've been so busy." And I went and had a pedicure. And what I did was I said yes to him. I said, "Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, I will." I didn't say, "Oh, no, I can't let you go and walk around by yourself for an hour." I said, "Oh, yeah, okay, I will. I'll put myself first." I knew he was going to have a good time walking around the shop for an hour anyway. But I'm just saying that I accepted that offer. I'll go and treat yourself. And I said, "Oh, okay, yeah, I will." And you know what? It was wonderful. I hadn't had one for ages, and a pedicure is my thing. Some people love a massage, a facial, but for me, it's the pedicure. Allow everything and everyone to be, don't allow everybody and everyone else to be more important than you. Practice putting yourself first in your life and see the difference it makes. It makes a huge, huge difference. Learn to say yes to your own needs. And also, what it does is it helps people to learn to respect you. And that's a big thing. They see you as a strong person who is not stupid. You don't put up with the nonsense. If you when you say no to something and insist on something that's right for you, especially if you're concerned, when people see you do that, they become very respectful of you. And you need to be respected, and especially by yourself, but you need to gain respect from others too. And you do that by being strong and looking after number one and showing that you do not pamper, bamber, whatever the word is, banter to other people's needs all the time, not all the time. Do you have an outfit you are saving for a special occasion? This came up in one of the other messages. Don't wait any longer. Dress up and let yourself feel as good as you look. There is nothing more special to celebrate than you. These messages are from Spirit this deck. It's all about giving you divine guidance about what's important for you. Spirit is giving you guidance about what you need to hear. Do you see it? Do you find it hard to see the goodness in your life? We all suffer hardship at times. We all suffer hardship at times. We all suffer uncertainty at times. We really do. But they don't last forever. It is important to appreciate how many blessings you have and to be truly grateful for them. Out of every disaster, out of every tragedy, out of every difficulty, there is always something to be grateful for. And what I mean by that is how other people care. Here in Australia, over the last few years, we've had some terrible weather happenings. I know it's been happening overseas as well, but we've had some terrible floods and what happens here when those situations come about is everybody from every walk of life wants to help. Some can't help much when it comes to going to help physically because they're in another state, they're too far away. But we raise money, we donations, we help in every way we can. We always stand up and put our hand out to help in whichever way we can afford to do, or we can voluntarily do. And and it's when people do that that the people that are going through that hardship, the people who have lost their home or had their homes been flooded, or they see the good. They see good in people, the way people are helping them. That's where they say, well, it was the worst experience of my life. That, oh, we got so much help. We are so grateful for this. We are so grateful for that, for all the help that people gave us. And so that's what it's those tragedies sometimes, and they are tragic, that come sometimes rebirth our faith in humanity. But we shouldn't have to wait for a tragedy to to show our kindness to others, should we? We should always shine our light wherever we go. And people do appreciate it, even though they may not say anything because they may be too embarrassed or whatever. If you do something that's worthy of appreciation, you will be appreciated. Thank you, Nate. And so let's have a look and see what number Spirit wants to give us. So we always ask, we love our number message. We always ask, so we always start the readings off with what we need to let go. And now this is about what we've just talked about and anything else Spirit wants to give us. And they usually chuck one out. They usually, whoop, and they just did. Okie dokie. Lovely. And we've been given number 6, unconditional love. Isn't that beautiful? Nurture your relationships with unconditional love, starting with the most important one of all, the one with yourself. Open your heart, radiate love, and embrace it in return. Let the essence of love, kindness, and compassion be the guiding force in every decision and action you take. That's number 6. Love. The answer to everything, everyone. It really is love. It is the most important vibration that you can walk with. The number 6 relates to earthly materials, such as possessions, planetary issues, and concrete tangibles. Be careful to balance thoughts or worries about the mental with focus, and have faith in the spiritual. So focus on the belief of the spiritual rather than the material world. Focus more on the living spirit the spirit that lives within, rather than the materialistic side of life. Now, this book has a different message than that one when it comes to number 6, but it's still a good message. Be careful to balance thoughts or worries about the material with the focus and faith in the spiritual. So focus more on not so much of our possessions, but more on the blessings and the gratitude that we have for what we do have. Because many people have a lot less than we have, that's for sure. This has been a really good message. Spirit's given us some guidance on various parts of our life, haven't they? And so thank you so much for being with us today. We really do appreciate your company. I always ask people to share these videos because I believe very strongly that they need to reach as many people as we can, and there could be one person out there that this could help them emotionally, in whatever it is that they're going through in life. And so if you share this on your social media platform, you could be helping people. If you help one person, you've done something great. And if you would give us a like, I believe that's very good for our channels. My daughter tells me, so could you give us a like? It's only just click. It's appreciated. We love to get your comments. So as you know, my name is Linda. I reside here in Queensland in Australia, near the Sunshine Coast. And I love to hear where you're from. I love feedback. I really do sincerely hope this message today, my guides and I, hope we have helped you in some way. We believe that we have, and so we love to hear back from you. If you would like to get more of these messages sent to you or get notifications, then please, when you do subscribe, don't forget to click the bell and click on all so that you get all the notifications of the various work that we do during the month, because we do a lot of different kinds of readings. We do the star signs, we do bonus readings. There are lots of little bits and pieces that we do, giving guidance in different areas of people's lives. And so, if you would love to do that, that would be absolutely wonderful. We would really love to have you on board. We call our subscribers our family of believers, because if you do subscribe, it tells us that you do um, believe in the messages that Spirit gives you, and you do believe in the Spirit realm. And so, everyone, look, it's been lovely being with you today. Thank you so much for your company. And we really do look forward to catching up with you next time. Bye bye for now.